Hello. Just before you watch this video, the one I'm editing behind me, I just wanted to mention that this video is a first of its kind for me where it's all anecdotal kind of information. I'm going to do one every quarter throughout the year. And then the following days after, you can expect a market report with tons of statistics, all the hard data that you want. So if you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe to follow along, and I hope you enjoy the video. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Newfoundland, then you need to understand how the market really works. Buyers and sellers have completely different goals and completely different strategies on how they get there. The blind bidding system makes things a little bit more trickier. In this video, I'm breaking down how sellers maximize their profits and how buyers can protect themselves, and also what you need to know to make the best move. So let's dive into it. So the first thing you need to understand about purchasing a home in Newfoundland is that Newfoundland uses a blind bidding system. And that is an auction system where the bidders do not get to know what any of the other offers are. And generally, the winning bid is the highest bid. The blind bidding system can be a double-edged sword. It can work for or against both buyers and sellers. But in most scenarios, I find it favors the seller. The blind bidding system is a double-edged sword. It can work both for and against buyers and sellers. It really depends on what kind of market we're in and how the blind bidding system is being used. And right now, we're in a seller's market. Buyers are definitely feeling the squeeze, constantly being outbid and feeling frustrated by homes selling well over asking price. What's important to understand is that the list price is often just a tactic and not the true value of the home. So let's dive deeper into that. So maybe you're a buyer in the market and you've been putting in offers on multiple homes and you keep getting outbid. Well, you might be being deceived by the market because, like I said earlier, the list price is not the true value of the home. In this market, the list price is just a strategy to create a bidding war. If you're looking at homes that are listed near the top of your budget, more than likely you are looking at homes that are out of your price range. And that's not to say for all homes, there are exceptions, but in most cases, this is what's happening. So why is this happening? Well, it's because sellers are taking advantage of the blind bidding system, and they're doing this by pricing their home within a reasonable range below the true value. And why do they do this? Well, they want to create a bidding war. Who are they creating this bidding war between? Well, obviously the buyers, but specifically different groups of buyers. They are creating a bidding war between both buyers that can afford the true value of the home and ones who cannot. And those are the buyers that are being taken advantage of. So how does this work? By pricing within a reasonable range below the asking price, there will be buyers always. They could be at the beginning of their journey and they might not understand the market yet. And they are going into this home sale with optimistic eyes and they're going to bring their best offer. And maybe that is asking price. Well, now there's a few of those, let's say 3 or 4 people who can't afford the home but have put in offers. And then 3 or 4 people who can afford to buy the home who put in offers for a total of 8 offers. And the top offers, those people now feel the pressure because they don't know these other people can't afford the homes. It probably hasn't even crossed their mind. They just think, oh my gosh, I'm in a serious competition here. And if I want this home, I need to put my best offer forward. So they do that and they get the home. And now there's a bit of a cycle to this as well because these buyers may be at a later stage in their journey. Often when a buyer gets into the market at the beginning, like I said, they are optimistic that they're going to find a deal, which in this market is not impossible, but it's very rare. So they are looking at homes that they can't afford, and then they're pushing up prices for the buyers who can buy the homes. And then as they get through multiple offer situations and they keep losing bids, eventually they get frustrated and maybe they find ways to make bigger offers as well. So it's just constantly putting upward pressure on home prices. The only thing that a buyer gets to know when making an offer is how many other offers there are. Now, if the deadline hasn't arrived and you're putting in your offer for the first time, you can take this into consideration. And if the deadline still hasn't arrived and you have an offer in, you have a chance to rewrite your offer. Again, increasing prices. Because maybe you put your offer in when there was only 1 or 2 other offers, you think it was reasonable. Now there's 12 offers. So you're jacking up your offer again. And this is how the market just keeps going up and up and up. So I do feel bad for all of these frustrated buyers who are going through this process. Now, if you are the type of person who's open to listening to your realtor and you have a great realtor who is experienced and knowledgeable, then they can help you avoid all this pain. Basically, they can help you look at homes that you can afford, and they'll help you put in a competitive offer the very first time, or possibly the second time. And as a buyer, having a realtor like this can really help you save thousands of dollars by getting you into a home before prices continue to rise. So they potentially save you thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, because as the market keeps rising, you may have to compromise your needs for a home and buy a home that you're not so happy with, or you might end up paying more for a home that you saw an equivalent for earlier in your home buying journey. And that is just unfortunate. So looking at things through the seller's perspective, when I sign a listing agreement with a seller as their realtor, I then become legally bound to act in their best interest. So I'm going to use every tool and every tactic I can to get them the most amount of money they can for their home, because they need this money. They need it for whatever the next step in their life is, whether it's a down payment on a new home or retirement savings, or maybe they want to hand down generational wealth. They want to get every dollar they can. On the flip side, if I'm working with a buyer, my goal is to get them the best house I can within their budget. So this means getting them into a home as quickly as possible, at least in this current market where prices are continuing to rise. I also look for deals in places where others might not. I also negotiate the most amount of reasonable repairs that we can possibly get in a deal. Another factor in this process is how long has a buyer been looking? At the beginning of a buyer's journey, they're often very optimistic. They think they're going to be able to find a deal, which in this market is extremely difficult. However, those deals are out there. You just need to be flexible and trust your realtor to identify these deals and bring them to you. However, in most cases, when a buyer puts in several offers on multiple homes and continuously gets outbid, they start to get frustrated and they start to put higher and higher bids up to their maximum, and this is how prices are rising. I hope you've enjoyed my insights on the current market conditions as a realtor who watches properties bought and sold every single day. The market is complicated and it is fast-paced, but it is manageable with the right guidance. If you're looking to navigate this market with confidence, then book a call with me. All my links are in the description below. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video educational. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It helps support me and the channel. And if you are in the market and you're looking for a realtor and you want to work with me, then feel free to reach out to me directly. Links are always in the description. And also, you might want to check out one of these other videos.